see, I hear you on the track.
Shut up, this a baby.
My people, what's good? What's good? Welcome in. Welcome in. Give me 1 second. I'm going to play a little commercial or something, and I'm going to be ready to go. Y'all give me about 1 minute. See what we got going on today.
Are you looking to start your own cleaning company? Or maybe you started your cleaning company, but you just need a support group, some mentorship, some guidance. Hell, a bidding calculator just to help you know if you're pricing the job correctly. Join us at cleanbiznetwork.app. That's www.cleanbiznetwork.app today and get on the right track with your cleaning company. We have everything you could possibly need to get you going in the right direction, and see why we've been the leading cleaning business consulting company for the past 5 years, and why they call me, AJ Simmons, the Cleaning Business GOAT. So I can help you, just like I've helped and my company has helped thousands of other people start and grow their cleaning companies. Go to the #1 source today, www.cleanbiznetwork.app. Thank you. Are you looking to start your own cleaning company? Or maybe you started your cleaning company, but you just need a support group, some mentorship, some guidance. Hell, a bidding calculator just to help you know if you're pricing the job correctly. Join us at cleanbiznetwork.app. That's www.cleanbiznetwork.app today and get on the right track with your cleaning company. We have everything you could possibly need to get you going in the right direction, and see why we've been the leading cleaning business consulting company for the past 5 years, and why they call me, AJ Simmons, the Cleaning Business GOAT. So I can help you, just like I've helped and my company has helped thousands of other people start and grow their cleaning companies. Go to the #1 source today, www.cleanbiznetwork.app. Thank you. Are you looking to start your own cleaning company? Or maybe you started your cleaning company, but you just need a support group, some mentorship, some guidance. Hell, a bidding calculator just to help you know if you're pricing the job correctly. Join us at cleanbiznetwork.app. That's www.cleanbiznetwork.app today and get on the right track with your cleaning company. We have everything you could possibly need to get you going in the right direction, and see why we've been the leading cleaning business consulting company for the past 5 years, and why they call me, AJ Simmons, the Cleaning Business GOAT. So I can help you, just like I've helped and my company has helped thousands of other people start and grow their cleaning companies. Go to the #1 source today, www.cleanbiznetwork.app. Thank you.
What's good, y'all? Welcome in. Let me know who checking in with me today. Drop your city and your state in the chat. See what's going on today. My guy, Mr. Aquaman himself, Mr. Gilbert, checking in. Appreciate you, CBN member. Along with Miss Charlotte, the Shortcut for Clean. Appreciate you checking in. Another CBN member checking in. Who else we got? Your Majesty, 55, regular here on the stream. I appreciate you. Said what's good with you. Appreciate you checking in. All right, everybody, let me know who is here with me. So, I am AJ Simmons, founder of the Clean Biz Network, and I am the Cleaning Business GOAT. When it comes to starting, growing, and scaling these cleaning companies, I am the go-to guy that's going to get up on here on this internet and tell you what it is. All right, straight up and down. All right, so if you enjoy stuff like that, then you're in the right place. Today, we're talking about automating your cleaning company. So I'm here to answer those questions for y'all. So drop your questions, drop your city and the state in the chat, and we're going to jump into it. I went and ran up and down the steps, kind of hyped myself up to get my energy going. I'll be sitting here at this desk all day, knocking stuff out. And I was like, all right, I got to stay active. All right, you said you can't hear me? Let me see. How's my volume, everybody? Am I good? Because my mic right here. Okay, anybody else having trouble hearing me? Let me know in the chat. Put something in the chat. And while I wait for y'all to give me some feedback on that, I'm going to go ahead and pull this link up for y'all so you can know where to go if you like some of this stuff I'm going to talk about today. Okay, Jared can hear me good. Appreciate that. I got B-Trade. Salute to you. I appreciate you checking in. Let me know if you can hear me all right. CBN member as well. Forgot to put y'all up there too. Who else we got? Appreciate you, Jared. Appreciate you. Came through earlier with the consultation on there. We got Miss Serena, all around cleaner. Another CBN member as well. Let's get to it. All right, y'all. So I guess I might as well go and jump into this thing, right? One thing I'm going to start with this. I'm about to start with a little bit of right. Drop your questions, by the way, before I jump into what I'm finna jump into. And I guess I better turn this on IG too. So I'm gonna see if I can multitask and talk to y'all while setting this up. So let me see if I can set this up real quick. But I got a question for y'all. Who are y'all using for your phone service and why? And also, how much is it costing you? Because I saw something the other day And I'm like, ain't no way. Ain't no way. Not while I'm here. So, all right, let me type this in real quick. Clearly, I cannot multitask. We all knew that anyway, though. All right, so put that on up. Okay, I'm almost done, y'all. But let me know who y'all using for y'all phone service in the chat, because I saw something on that and it highly disappointed me. Somebody told me that they were paying $97 a month just for their phone line for their company. And I was I don't know if I was embarrassed for them, offended by it, all type of stuff. But then I'm like, well, you know what? AJ, it ain't their fault. You don't do a good job at advertising and explaining and showing everything that you're capable of helping these people with and saving them money while you do it. So I guess that's my fault. All right. It looked like on Instagram I'm not centered. Is that? It's hard to see it over there, but anyway, I'm gonna come back over here. Okay, there we go. I can see it better over here. All right, bam. We're gonna get into this thing, y'all. And it'll work better if y'all interact with me. If not, no worries. But I tell you this, and the person was using OpenPhone, which is now called, I think it's Quo or Q or something like that, Quo. Unnecessary when Clean Business Network exists. It really is. Like, you paying $97 a month just for the phone, when you can pay $97 a month to get phone, website, coaching, community, course, everything. Automations, you name it, is all in CBN, bro. I swear to God, like, I don't know how else to say this. And then it's like, okay, well, maybe I need to make it clear that it is high level. Go high level, which everybody uses in every industry these days. You know what I mean? So it's like, it's a whole CRM. I don't know what more people would. I'm making it easy so you don't have to have a bunch of subscriptions, because I understand how it is when you're a growing business. Hell, even as a bigger business, you always want to keep your expenses as low as possible. But anyway, let's jump into the automating these companies. And then again, drop your questions if you get them on the way. I got a link that's in the chat, cleanbizuniversity.com/automation. That is where you go to sign up for what we about to jump into today. So first, I'm going to talk about this. Very simple. How to automate your cleaning business. And it's very simple. I'm going to do it step by step, y'all. I always do it, and I'm going to tell you what it is. And matter of fact, I'm going to break it down. Today, I think I want to focus on the subcontractor part, because everybody know lead generation, that's what I do. I've been running that for a good little while now in this industry, right? So, but first, if you want to automate your cleaning company, very first thing you're going to have to do is you're going to have to make sure you can get customers automatically, because we're trying to automate it, right? So how can you get customers automatically? Well, it's a cut. Why? Let's think this through together. Well, you could go and make a flyer or a few, and you put them flyers up in your local promotional place that you like to put them up at. I don't know where y'all want to put them up at, right? Maybe you want to put it up at the job place. What the thing called? The unemployment office. You want to put one there. Maybe you want to put one in an apartment leasing office. Then maybe you want to put another one up at the doctor's office, right? The only problem with that is, do we really know if that's going to work? Like, if you really just put all of these flyers out there, well, you just take a flyer, you go get a thumbtack, you say, hey, can I put my flyer up here? Sure. Now, let's be clear. I'm talking commercial cleaning. I ain't talking about nothing else but commercial cleaning. So, I mean, if y'all want advice on the other stuff, I could give it to you, but I like to stay in my lane. Commercial cleaning is my background. That's what I've done I've been in and around this industry for 19 years now, I believe. I started when I was 18-ish. I'm 37 now. So I've been around here for a very long time. But long story short, if you think hanging your flyers all over town is going to get the trick done, that ain't the way. And then even if you do get lucky to get one or two here, that's not predictable. So that's why we're not relying on that. Now, if you want to do that as extra, feel free. But that ain't the way. So then it's like, okay, well, what else can we do, AJ? Well, you could make a post. You could take your flyer, right? You make a flyer on canva.com. I do recommend making a flyer on canva.com if you're going to make one. And then you go and you take that flyer, you post on your social media. You could. And then what you going to do after that? You're going to hope somebody call? Okay. But we're talking commercial cleaning. How many people who get on social media by show of hands, where I can't see y'all hand, but by show of hands, who gets on social media to say, let me go get on Facebook today and go look for this cleaning company for my office, for my job. Nobody's looking for that. People get on social media typically to chill, to distract themselves from the regular routine stuff. You know what I mean? So it's like that's probably not the ideal way. Could it work? Of course it could. Anything. My answer to all marketing is yes. Could it work? Yes. But I don't want to go off of should, would, and could, right? I want to go off of results, like results-driven decisions, data-driven decisions. You know what I mean? So it's like, if that's the case, well, what can we do to guarantee, or at least get as close to guaranteeing? Well, we should do direct marketing, and we need to be intentional about it, and we need to do math behind it. So the way that I show you how to do it, and I got a second way that's brewing now, but we get more and more consistent with that. But for now, it's cold call. Pick up the phone and cold call. Now, wait a minute, AJ. I'm talking to myself. That's my name for those who are new here. I am AJ. Where I talk to myself out loud sometimes. And I like to be the person that's going to heckle me back so I can be prepared for it. And not for that. It's for me because I'm a skeptic. So I got to be able to answer myself, right? All right, bam. So I was like, hold on, AJ. I thought you said automation. How is cold calling automation? Well, it's quite simple. Well, what is automation? It's systems. It's a bunch of systems, right? Well, what are systems? Systems are people or software. It's when you get people, other people or software, or AI at this point. I don't know if that falls under software, but you get somebody else to do it. Okay. So it's like you ain't got a cold call if you don't like it. But like I've been telling y'all since probably the inception of this channel, well, you either gonna take some time or you're gonna take some money. So if you don't got the time to do it and you don't want to do it, then guess what? You better have a budget to pay somebody else to do it, or the budget to pay a software or AI to do it, right? So that's how you're gonna automate it. We're gonna pick up that phone and we're gonna dial. And whether it's you or whether it's somebody on your team, but somebody got to do it. Now here we come again. Well, AJ, wait a minute. I ain't got no money to pay nobody. Well, I guess you'll have to pick up that phone then. But anyway, but let's just say you do, right? You do the automation stage. You at the automation stage, okay? Now, if you ain't got the money, then you're gonna have to find the time. Simple as that. And then if you do got the money, but you don't got the time, then it's time for you to start scaling the automation. It's like whatever you got the most of and you want to grow, just exchange it. So if you need more money, you're gonna have to give up more time. If you need more time, then you had to pay for that time. You're gonna have to give up that money to pay for the time. And really, I don't even like to say the money because really time is money. I mean, give up the cash, give up the USD or whatever, you know what I mean, currency you use, right? But you're gonna have to exchange that currency, that whatever form currency they use in your country, exchange that for time. So pay somebody else to do it or pay a software to do it. So that's what we got out of the way. Now we're gonna move on to subcontracting. But before we do, I seen a question coming out. I just want to make sure I can get everybody before I get carried away here. Don't forget I'm in subcontractors. All right, HelpMet says, is the CBN suitable for people that aren't in the US? I'm UK based and looking to get started. Absolutely. CBN can help anybody anywhere. Now, there will be slight variances, right? Like, for example, I might tell you to go to the Secretary of State to register your LLC. Well, it's probably called something else where you at. But long story short, the principle applies. The bottom line is I'm saying you ain't got to go to no third party to get it. Just go to whoever runs I think y'all call it province out there. I'm not sure. But go to whoever the equivalent of a state to us is to you. Go to them and figure out, okay, where do I go to register this business over here? You know what I mean? And then also make sure you're looking at the tax implications for the type of business structure that you decide to go with. You want to look at the legalities and the taxes. Those are two separate things you want to look at. But anyway, I'm going to get too sidetracked. I ain't going to go too far. All right. Now, we talking about automating these businesses, right? So let's go back. Okay, well, dang, AJ, well, what about we got lead generation. We know we got customers coming in, right? And by the way, with that whole lead generation system, it's not just the leads, right? Because you also got to have a whole sales system. Okay, so you got to have a sales system in place as well. I'm gonna move this out the way a little bit. Y'all keep dropping the questions, but I'm just gonna move them so I can stay focused until I'm, you know what I mean? But anyway, so be clear. You get the lead generation coming in, but then you got to figure out, okay, now who's gonna go to those walkthroughs? Because you might still got a job, or it may not, or you might be busy, you might still clean, you might be still out in the field doing it. Who knows, right? So you got to have a system like, okay, bam, who's gonna go close those deals? Then whoever we send to go close those deals, are they trained? Do they know sales? I don't know if y'all know this or not,
But guess what? You might just thought you was getting into entrepreneurship and you thought you were just starting a cleaning business. But you really got to understand that no. You are starting a business, period. Business is business. You're going to have to learn sales. You're going to have to learn leadership. You're going to have to learn taxes. You're going to have to learn all type of shit. All right. And so make sure you study in all of these different facets of business because they all are required. Just having patience alone, as I ease into the subcontracting conversation, is key. Very, very key. Being able to compartmentalize is very, very key. Being able to not react out of emotion is very, very key. And so with that said, when it comes to hiring these subcontractors, a lot of y'all say, well, I'd rather have employees because I can't deal with subcontractors. They got bad attitudes. They think they're the boss. You can't tell them what to do. One, yes, you can. Yes, you can. It's a particular way that you have to do it, but yes, you can. Okay. So that's number one. Number two, because all right, bam, let's put it this way. Actually, I won't even breeze past it. I'll give y'all a little more. Can your customer tell you what to do? You know what I mean? You're not the employee either, but can they tell you what to do? And by the way, for those like you ain't looking at the camera, it's because it's awkward. That shit is up there. And usually I make my videos from my phone. At least I can look at me. You know what I mean? So I'm down here on my screen and the camera's right there. So it's awkward to just stare at that and that light over there beaming. Yeah, so FYI, because when I first got on YouTube years ago, somebody was like, oh, you know you lying because you don't look at the camera. People be tripping. They make up anything. But anyway, like if we were face to face, I'll look you dead in your eye. But this is awkward. But anyway, so all right, where was I? Something about subcontractors. Bam. See, that's why I need to stop my sidebars because then I forget my actual point that I was on. Damn, somebody help me. Anyway, subcontractors though, we'll just go from what I want to. Oh, bam, customers, right? Bam. So your customers, you're not their employee, but you still can. They can tell you what to do, right? It's the exact same thing. When y'all got to realize that when you have subcontractors, who you are to them. Yes, we say prime contractor as a technical term, but truth be told, you're their customer. And the same way that your customer can fire you, you can fire them. The same way that your customer can make requests and make adjustments and request certain things, so can you. Okay, so make sure you understand the dynamic that's there. You know what I mean? Now, also, they can fire you too, right? Because just like you can fire your customer, they can fire you too if you ain't doing what you're supposed to do, right? So it's just a business exchange. And y'all just got to make sure y'all hold up y'all ends of the bargain that y'all agreed to. All right, but with that said, when it comes to these subs, trying to figure out how much more I want to give y'all. There's so many ways, things I can give y'all on this. I'll say this, because everybody else also talks about the quality. The subs don't clean well. Well, the very first mistake I see everybody make when it comes to hiring subcontractors is this. You look for experienced subcontractors and you try to go get them and put them in the building day one and just walk off. Like everything's okay. That's not how that works. That's not how that works. You got to set the expectation. Y'all got to make sure that things are under control and there's a particular way that has to be done. Now, I don't say that out here in the public facing platforms, but inside the Clean Biz Automation program, I do. So make sure you go to cleanbizuniversity.com/automation and sign up. So Andrew and myself, Andrew is my partner on the program. Shout out to him, the automation's king. And we will show you how to do these things. All right. But that's really all you got to do. And I'll give you some more tips on that for those who ain't quite ready to pull that trigger on the program, but I'll give you something else too. Not only do you got to show them what to do when you first bring them on, you can't just put them in there. As a matter of fact, I say this often. I'm going to say it again. OG in the game taught me, shout out to Ted Building, that sometimes it's better to hire people who don't have experience than people who do have experience. Why? Because when you show them your way, the way we do things around here, they can't rebuttal back because they don't know another way. Sometimes these experienced people, you tell them something, and no matter how you tell them, how you show them that your way make most sense, and there's a new way to do stuff now, they're still going to be stuck in their ways. You know what I mean? It just is what it is. So you got to, at some point, realize, okay, you know what? First, and this is another reason, too, why I tell y'all, it is what it is. Some people don't like to hear it, but this is exactly why I don't try to teach remote cleaning business. Cleaning business automation is basically saying the same thing.
But I don't say it's remote, and I don't try to make it seem like, oh, you can start today a commercial cleaning company and you ain't got to lift a finger. That's not true. I mean, is it possible? Of course it's possible. But is it likely that you're going to be able to do that? Absolutely not. And so the best thing for you is to get it started off, get to learn how to clean a little bit, learn the field, make sure you know what the hell you doing, so that way you can know how to run other people when they get to doing it. You know what I mean? So it's like, but don't just think you about to just waltz up into it like that either. We all get the concept, right? Theoretically, but it is way more moving parts to it than that. And that's why you got to have the proper systems in place. And you also should probably have the proper training in place. And see, I invested thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars learning the hard way. And that's why I come back and give away all this free game for free, right? All the game away for free. Now, at some point, we got to draw the line and make sure AJ can take care of his family too, right? So that's why we still sell coaching programs. That's why we still sell productivity. Am I saying that? Productivity. Yeah, it sounds weird. Productivity tools, you know what I mean? And all that good stuff to help you with your business, right? But in doing so, I make sure that we offering value in exchange for that. All right. But anyway, let's get back on track. So automate your business, you're going to need to know how to make sure you got leads generating some type of sales system. Then you're going to need to make sure that you got somebody to clean. Me personally, I prefer subcontractors, and I prefer doing it a particular way with those subs. And if you want to know that particular way, go to cleanbizuniversity.com/automation and let me show you how. Bam. So once you got those two things out the way, the final thing is I see the time, and I do want to actually jump inside the private CBA automation group today and give y'all some stuff. So if you are in cleaning business automation, make sure that you jump over there with me after we hop off of here. We're going to jump over there and I'm going to answer any questions y'all got. I mean, so let's do that. But after you get those two things out of the way, the final thing we want to do, and y'all can keep the questions coming out. I'll get a couple of those before we hop off too. Final thing you want to do is automate. And when I say automate, I mean through the software. So we already systemized. We figured out a way to have leads coming in nonstop. We figured out a way to get good at sales and actually close some of those deals so you're not wasting money on all of these, this cold call spending hours or the buying leads or whatever the case may be, or even running ads for that matter, because you can do this with ads too, but you got to be good at it. I'm not good at that yet. You know what I mean? So that's something that's going on the table for this year. You know what I mean? In addition to the email marketing. So that's another way that we teach now too in the automation program, because guess what I have? I have an instant quote form tool that only I haven't seen anybody else do it in the commercial cleaning space ever. Only I can put that on your website because I built it. All right. And not only did I build it, but I actually know what I'm doing because I've done the work before. So I can tell anyway, long story short. So where was I going? All right. Systems. Automation. Automation. So that's going to be the third thing you need. All right. So what you need is to be a CBN member or have Go High Level at least. You don't need Go High Level outside of us, though, because it's going to come with your automation membership. You pay for the automation membership, you get that included into it. Okay. So you got your CRM, your automation systems ready to go. Then when you do certain things like hire a new subcontractor and you're supposed to send them these forms, like think about it's tax time. Who gave their 1099 people a W-9 form at the beginning of the year? Or when you first hired them on? Who's scrambling now trying to get all of that information out? That's stuff that could have been pre-set up in the automation system. Shout out to Andrew Lewis, who built that for y'all. He built systems like that for y'all if you're an automation member. And if you are in it and you don't know how to use it, that's why you should be inside these calls that we give y'all in the private thing. Because that's another thing too. A lot of y'all ain't scared to spend y'all money and invest in yourself. Shout out to you for that. Right. But the problem is now once you get it, you don't stay in tune with it. Y'all go branch off and go do other stuff and then turn around and end up right back over this motherfucker. I be trying to anyway. But you end up right back over here. And then we got it. And now we already 50 more steps ahead now. You know what I mean? Because you thought somebody else could show you a better way, but it's all right. Me and my inside jokes are hilarious. All right. Y'all think y'all get the point. Here we go. Let's see here. And we are using Unitel Voice. I don't know what that is, so you had to let me know about that. What else we got? Either way, I guess it don't matter. CBN got it. You're welcome. What else we got? Of course, a customer can. They absolutely can fire you. You know what I mean? Shout out Miss Karen checking in. Appreciate you. I got to get you on the platform again here shortly. I love when we all love your insight. We got to make sure y'all follow Miss Karen on here on YouTube. Go look up her channel and subscribe. All right. Who else we got? Maurice says, I forgot about Instagram. Y'all still over there? They are. I'm gonna go check y'all comments in a minute. My bad. I'll be forgetting y'all over there. And Facebook, by the way, I cannot see y'all. I'm using StreamYard, and StreamYard does not show you stuff on Facebook. So if you want me to see whatever you're saying, you got to come to either Instagram or Facebook. Or YouTube. Preferably YouTube. I always prioritize YouTube over everything because they pay me better, way better. All right, I lost a $9,000 client yesterday because of employee because he had too much experience. So you're right. There you go. You see, you think you know every damn thing. I done seen them. And it's like, now the good thing, and this is just my experience, but a lot of times those are the people, in my experience, I always was young too, and which is weird now because like I'm not the youngest guy anymore. But most of the people that worked for me was always older than me, and because they were older than me, a lot of them had been cleaning before my ass was even born. And so it's like, how you tell somebody who got you that much experience in life, period, how to, we don't use those cotton cloths no more. They don't work. You have to use this microfiber because you see all that dust floating there where you going is because you ain't got the microfiber to grab it. You just knocking it everywhere. You know what I mean? And they don't care. They think, well, a rag is a rag. You know what I mean? So it's like, and it's little stuff like that. So yeah, facts. I appreciate that, cosign. What else we got? Blue Green Tea says, I've been watching you, brother. My name is Abraham. I'm going to pursue this. I have my heart involved. Let's get to it. I appreciate you. Look forward to working with you. Robert Perkins, appreciate you. I've been seeing your name a lot lately on the channel. Just got another cleaning job at the doctor's office. How do I clean it while clients and people are there to be seen? That is I hate those kind, man. I hate those kind, but it is a way. So what you should probably do, especially if they got you doing the full scope of work, first, before you do anything. I don't know if you tried this already, because sometimes we don't. We be just wanting to close the deal so bad, we just take what they give us. So if you haven't already, definitely have that conversation and just ask, is it okay if you have a key and do it after hours, and explain the good reasons why? And when you say the good reasons why, make sure that all of the reasons is thinking about for them first. So it's like, we won't be disturbing you guys when we run the vacuum, or I don't know, I got to think of some other things, but there's a million things you could think of, right? Get creative with it. And so there's that. But if you have already tried to have that conversation, because a lot of times too, they just want to test you out and make sure they can trust you first. Especially when, I don't know if I want to say that part or not, but they want to figure out and see if they can trust you first. And so sometimes you just got to earn their trust, and then you earn their trust about 3 months or so. And then y'all had a conversation again, and they be like, you know what, you right, you is on our way here, take the key, we trust you. You know what I mean? So there's that. And so, but outside of that, I would just time everything. So maybe if you got a set time that you get there, let's just say they want you to show up every Thursday at 2:00. We know that every Thursday at 2:00, you're going to start off with all of your stuff. And then around about, let's just say 3:00, you're an hour in. All right, I'm about to run the vacuum. They should know at 3:00, everybody try not to be on a call, or everybody go on your break, your 15-minute break, whatever the case may be, because it's the time that the cleaner usually run the vacuum. Then bam. Sometimes the ones who just got to be on the phone, or they don't care about getting vacuumed that day, close your door. That's going to be the universal sign. Close your door. If you don't want me to come in, close your door. Put your trash can outside and we good. You know what I mean? But just come up with some type of system. Get creative with, like, if you start seeing patterns, like, okay, if they typically go on break at X time, okay, well, we know what we got to do, the loud things during X time. You know what I mean? But that's pretty much my advice for that. But yeah, definitely have that conversation if you haven't already. And then if you got to earn a trust first, and then you get to it. As Karen said, just make sure you don't keep repeating the clean. Facts. That's a big one. Facts. Big facts. Because they show, I'm telling you, and us as cleaners, and especially if you're a perfectionist too, we can't help it, because you see it and you just want to get it. But at the end of the day, you ain't paying for a day porter. You pay for us to come in here, do the scope of work, and get out of here. So once it's clean, it's clean. It's been plenty of times. Shout out to my brother, because he still got this one contract that's in my mind right now, Joe Kill, out in, I don't even know where they at no more. But Literally clean the bathroom. And they got like a bunch of one-person bathrooms. Clean the bathroom. Somebody standing right outside the bathroom door, waiting for you to come out, and they go right in after you're done. And it's like, I guess. I mean, I did clean it for you to use it, but damn, can somebody see what I did first at least? Which it's still gonna show, right? Because if you cleaned it well, I mean, you could tell a clean bathroom, but it's just still. It's like, dang, I done put the blue stuff all in there. You about to flush it right down the toilet, all type of stuff. But yeah, what's good, Mike? Hey, happy birthday! I did see that earlier. Shout out to Darrell Moore, CBN member as well. Assuming that you got your right birthday on Facebook, because apparently mine is not. But shout out to you, bro. Let me get you some type of in here. Happy birthday! All right, my bad, Instagram. I told y'all about 20 minutes ago I was gonna get y'all. All right, I'm gonna check real quick. All right, you asked about a UK thing. Good, you were smart. You can't eat YouTube. What else we got? And I noticed most YouTubers not doing Airbnb. I'm not an Airbnb guy. Airbnb really not vacation rentals, but the app Airbnb came out after I was even like active. So I never really got a chance to do Airbnb. But the more and more I learned about it, the more I'm starting to see it ain't that bad. Now it is more variables involved. It's not my cup of tea. I'll say that. But don't think for a second that it ain't like doable. It ain't no money, and it's just not. Everybody got their niche. That's all. Do you advise to just do commercial, please? I do, but that's just my preference. I think that for anybody, try your stuff, try what you think you want to try, and then once you keep trying stuff out, you'll figure out what your niche is. You know what I mean? Now, if you got a low clean experience, or you just got it set in your head what you want to do, then go for that. You know what I mean? But sometimes you just got to try stuff. I tried stuff. I did all type of stuff in the beginning, whatever will pay me. You know what I mean? And then slowly but surely, I started to realize what I didn't like to clean. I also started to realize what didn't pay enough to make me feel like it was worth it. I started to realize every single time I got a complaint, it was mostly buildings with floors in it because I didn't want to keep mopping all the time. So I was skipping a little bit. You know what I mean? So it's like, all right, I'm only taking carpets now. You know what I mean? So, but you figure that out on the way. As a beginner with 9-to-5 job, how do you train your cleaners then? You just train them, literally. I was trying to see how was he asking it because I want to, because it's a particular answer depending on what you said, but the way you worded it, this is the way I had to answer it. You just show them. Like first you clean, learn, make sure you know how to clean first. And then when it's time to train them, you go out there and you literally train them. Sometimes it's just them shadowing you. Other times it's you physically showing them what to do. And other times it's you just staying around in the area. I had a guy, shout out to Shamil. He literally would just stand there like this and watch us clean. Like, I don't like that. I can't do that. My ex would do that. She literally could stand there and watch somebody clean. I can't. So I was like, I'll tell you what to do, show you what to do. I'm going to go sit in the car and then call me when you're ready for me to come check. Because I don't like nobody hovering over me, so I don't hover over people. But however you need to do it. All right. Thanks for sharing the knowledge. Absolutely. Shout out to Liz, because I don't know how to say the last part. In the field, Rockstar says, how should something handle this new site for Target Warehouse? Lack of employees to get the job done. So you're going to have to figure out how many man hours it really does take. I don't know if it's a day porter job or if you got a set like window to get it done. But once you figure out how long it really takes to do, just do the math on how many employees you need. So for example, if you see, I don't know how many people you got in there right now, but let's just say you see that this takes 2 people 4 hours to do or not. Do I want to say it like that? Let's say it worse. If you see that it takes 2 people 8 hours to do, and you want to get that time lower because y'all cutting it close and y'all barely out of there by the time it's time for the people to come in the morning or something like that. Okay, well, maybe you need to put 4 people in there and y'all split it up. And y'all can either do the team cleaning with the section by section, you vacuum, my mop, by this, or that, or y'all can do like section it off. Like you got that part, I got this part, she got upstairs, he got downstairs, right? But you're just gonna have to literally sit down and think the logistics through of what the building needs, look at the scope of work, and then say, okay, now how long would it take these 2 people to do this part? How long would it take these people? Oh, whatever the case, but you really just got to think that through. And again, be reminded I'm answering these questions as fast as I can, so I'm not being super detailed on purpose today. I want to make sure I get everybody. Sir, as someone who wants to buy your course, please reply. I just did. My bad. I was looking at YouTube. All right. So as awesome So as someone who wants to be mentored, how will one be encouraged by? Oh, you still talking about that? I got you, bro. You was being impatient. All right. Okay, peso. Kevin, what is it? Oh, Kevin Parker here checking in from PC Cleaning. Shout out to y'all. I currently have 2 buildings that I clean. Both are roofing companies. Do you offer a program to help build clientele? I do, but I'm getting distracted because I can see my reflection over here. Now that I'm looking at Instagram, I look old as hell trying to lean in and read the screen. Anyway, all right, let me read that question again. Lock in. All right. I currently have 2 buildings that I clean. Both are roofing companies. Do you offer a program to help build clientele? Absolutely. So it depends on how you want to go about going it. If you want the education on how to do it, it's so many different ways, right? But if you want the education on just how to get more customers, in addition to everything else, just join Clean Business Network. It's $99 a month. What else? If you want to just get more walkthroughs fast, go to cleanbizleads.com and just buy walkthroughs from us. If you want to scale it and have it consistently, then go to cleanbizuniversity.com/automation. There's a thing that's been going across the screen this whole time, and join that program. All right, back to YouTube, and then I'm gonna head out of here. What am I doing? I'm trying to take this off the screen. There we go. All right. Hope you continue to prosper. I will continue to watch your videos until I feel like it's time. I appreciate you. We gonna be here. Hello from Las Vegas. Shout out to Las Vegas. I appreciate y'all. What else we got? Or I understand. No worries. All right. Airbnb is very lucrative business. There you go. See, matter of fact, yeah. See, she specializes in that. Make sure y'all check her out. I forgot about that. So there you go. Matter of fact, your interview is ready. I just got to figure out when I'm gonna post it now, because really I was gonna do it today, but I clearly didn't get a chance to do it. So, and I want to make sure I put it around and just want to throw it up there. So, what else we got? Ms. Karen says on-the-job training to make sure that they know the scope of work. Facts. And absolutely, that's in regards to somebody was asking, how do you teach the people how to clean? All right. Janae, shout out to Janae Johnson, longtime CBN member as well. I appreciate all the information. I've been a CBN member since 2020. I've learned so much from you. I appreciate the realness as well. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. All right, y'all. With that said, I'm going to stop it right there. Thank every single person that tapped in with us. I went a little over time. If you are in the cleaning business automation program, head over there to that community now. I'm going to be over there. I'm going to wait around for y'all. I really ain't got no topic or nothing, but I'm just going to here to answer any questions anybody might got. And I'm going to walk through as well. I can put up the CRM, show y'all any technical stuff y'all want to see, and we'll sit over there for a little while over there. If we ain't got nothing, then I'm going to hop off. What else we got? $12,000 a year, my brother, getting money. Right. That's what's up. Hey, you could easily replace that. What's up, AJ? How you doing? I'm great. I cannot complain. Shout out to Bad CEO. Darrell says, how do I find access to new group? You have to, how do you find it, right? You gotta how do I even, it's in, so if you go to the Facebook group, because the Facebook group is still there, you just can't post anymore. So it's still there for reference purposes. I got it pinned to the top. It should be there. So if you, I think if you're in an automation program already, you already in there. You just got to go there and log in. And how to get to it is community.cleanbizuniversity.com. So community.cleanbizuniversity.com. All right, bam. Because I think you are in automation. I'm pretty sure. I think. What else we got? I found it through the Facebook group. Thank you. Who's that? Janae. There you go. What else? Bam. All right, cool. That's what we got, y'all. I'm hopping off. I'm gonna talk to y'all inside the community. And I almost messed that up. I'm not supposed to end the whole stream. I'm just ending it out here in the public. So I'm gonna stay on. Actually, let's play this while I figure out what the hell I'm doing. All right, appreciate everybody for joining. I talk to y'all.
Headed to the top, ain't none of y'all stopping me. Used to say I never get a ring, Charles Barkley. Now I got a wife, got kids, on property. Bubble-eyed beans that look like that be watching me. Okay, I lied about the beans, but that was hard though. I'm still in that black act, but she starred though. Cause that's all it takes. Don't flash it for. I'm on my grind, not no more fashion show.
Okay, I'm getting rid of the rest of the public facing platforms, and then I'm gonna talk to y'all in the community because I already got it on. I'm pretty sure I do.